I decided to check out Killer Sofa. I went in with an open mind. I was in the mood for something a little silly, hopefully a little creepy, and it is absolutely terrible for several reasons. This was released in 2018. It's written and directed by Bernie Rao, and it's about a recliner that, well, is a killer. And honestly, as a concept, I don't hate it. It's definitely not something to be taken too seriously, but it's not scary. It's not funny. The narrative is a mess. The performances are generally okay. The camera works fine. The music and sound effects are fine. But it just offers nothing. I felt nothing except boredom. Basically, it's about this sofa. Some people are aware that this is a killer sofa. It's not a sofa. It's a recliner chair. So that in itself is annoying as well. Some people know about it. Some people know it has a history of hurting people. So it's, I guess, in theory, a race against the clock to track it down and try and save whoever is going to be its next victim. It sounds like in theory it could be thrilling, but it really isn't. There's nothing happens. There's no action really. The characters are incredibly boring. The performances are fine. The recliner is not scary, but it's not ridiculous either. It doesn't look funny. And I have to say the design of the recliner is so dull to look at as well. And maybe they were going for a very classic, basic design so that it could potentially resemble recliners that people have in their houses. If they had something that was more elaborate, it might not be as relatable. And if that's their decision, fine, I can understand it. But it just meant that visually it didn't look scary. It didn't look interesting, and it didn't look so ridiculous that it was funny either. It was just boring. There is no horror in this. There is nothing scary in this. Unless you're phobic of being eaten alive by a sofa, there is nothing in this that is scary. It's not atmospheric, it's not eerie, and it's certainly not funny. It offers absolutely nothing. As I said, as a concept, I don't hate it. And the performances are okay, the camera work is fine. There's nothing wrong with any of those aspects, but there's nothing right about this either. It's not a bad idea, but an absolutely diabolical execution that offers so little it can't fit into any genre. Technically it is going to be a horror film, but it doesn't have any horror elements. It's not scary. There's nothing about it that's intense or thrilling or eerie or creepy. It's just bland. Do I recommend it? No, it's not even one of those horror films that's so bad it's good. Sometimes it's fun to put on an absolutely terrible horror film and laugh at the cheesy special effects and the awkward over-the-top acting. I don't think the acting here is over the top, and there are no awkward special effects. Maybe the face of the sofa, I guess. But it's not so bad that it's good, and it's not good. I literally felt nothing except boredom. So unfortunately, I don't recommend it. Killer Sofa is not about a sofa. It's not a horror film. And it's not funny. I don't recommend it at all.